Hello, everybody. Hey, so tonight we're gonna do our team call, and we'll let a few more people jump on that they're gonna hop on here. But we're gonna do the team call tonight, or the team conversation, team training, whatever. And we're gonna cover a couple different topics. So, hello, everybody. Hi. Thanks for the hearts. That's awesome. So cool. But hello. We're just letting a few more people hop on here, and then I know some people are trying to watch it during the recorded version, which is awesome. So hi. So we will. I'll wait a couple seconds here, and then we'll get rocking. But we're going to cover a couple different topics. I had posted in our builders page for some topics to get covered. So those are building consultants, closing slash what I refer to as setup, so conversation, right? Offering them the opportunity to purchase and showing them, recommending it in the right way. So that's one of them. The other one is how to do some follow-up, how to stay in relationship. And then we'll finish it off with objections or overcoming objections. And again, that really kind of comes with how you, do your initial contacts, how you do your initial conversations. Okay. So as always, we'll go over the board here. Let me flip it around so that you've got the view here. So what I want to talk to everybody about, as I always try to start off with, is what an associate is. So an associate is someone who's someone who's purchased their membership, and then you've got an active associate. Okay, I'm going to talk about that real quickly. 100 BV every 30 days, but 29 is the best. Okay, so I'm going to cover that here. I'm going to come back to that after I go through this, because you really have to understand why it's so important to make your auto ship set at every 29 days, not at every 30 days, or to place your order before your little active until date, whatever that date is. So you need to place it before that, okay? Next is consultant, and a consultant is somebody who has 2 active associates. You can be a consultant one day, and if one of your associates falls out, then you're not going to be a consultant at that moment, but you're going to continue to bank your points or continue to accumulate points, regardless, as long as you personally stay active. Then you've got a manager. A manager has 2 consultants. Next is your director, and a director has 6 consultants. Doesn't matter which side. They could be some right, some left, 4-1, 4-2, all 6 on the same side. Doesn't matter. You're a director. And then executive. Executive requires you to have 10 total consultants minimum, with 5 of them on the right and 5 of them on the left. I apologize, Tracy didn't write this out, so it's not all nice and pretty like she would make it. But anyway, you get the gist of it. So real quickly here, let's go over the importance of the 30-day versus the 29-day. Okay, so I'm going to erase this notes that I had here, and let's talk about it this way. All right. So the way Isagenix works is this. If your order, okay, so you're here, right? And you've got points on one side and points on the other. I got to turn that notification down so you guys don't have to listen to that. So you've got a team. You got your left side, and your right side team. Okay, so you got your left side and your right side team. Okay, this is you. All right. Now, anytime, and I went over this again with somebody else today, so I want everybody to understand that anytime any points come from any place on this side, doesn't matter how they got there, does not make any difference how that happens. It matters not at all, okay? Anytime any points come up from any place over here, no matter who put them there, they're going to go here. They're going to get banked in this account right there, okay? As long as you personally are active, as long as you are an active associate or higher, those points will be banked on this side, okay? Nonstop, no issue, no worries. Same thing goes with this side. Doesn't matter how they got there, where they're at, who put them there, whatever. Doesn't make any difference. They could be any place in there. And when those points show up, when those points come from no matter how they got there, then they're going to be banked on this side, okay? So it's super important to recognize that if you enroll somebody, let's say that you personally enroll Tom, okay? You enroll Tom. And Tom enrolls somebody down here named Mike, okay? And then Mike enrolls Sally down here, okay? And then Sally enrolls Sue right here. and all of a sudden you recognize that you've got some volume coming and you want to figure out where it's coming from, and you're able to track it down to the fact that Sue down here has just taken off and she's enrolling and she's building a huge team and she's doing great things. If I'm going to recommend to you what I would do, because this is what I do, is I'm going to go down here to Sue and I'm going to find out what it is that she's got going on and what can I do to help her build her team. Because if I can do anything at all to help her, I'm in. It doesn't matter that I only enrolled this guy. I didn't enroll any of these other people. It doesn't matter. If Sue down here decides she wants to take off and be a rock star, I am all over helping her. Okay? All over it. No questions, no hesitation. I am going to help her build her team. Okay? Now, if Sue is sitting under Sarah, I think we named this person, whatever, then, and Sarah is doing really well, then I'm going to help Sue, or I'm going to help Sarah and Sue coach each other, right? Team this out and make all this happen, right? That's so important to make each other, to work with each other and make this work out, because you want them to build, right? You want them to build together because that creates momentum. And eventually this is a team that just creates without you. Okay. One of the things that was brought up at Top Achiever, at the conference this last weekend, IC University, is you need to be duplicatable, but you need to be less and less important. My goal is for people to be enrolled down here that have such incredible support that they don't need me, right? They don't need me. They don't even care. I mean, it'd be nice that they know that I exist, whatever. Ultimately, I would love it if this person, if Sarah here, just became the rock star and everybody looked up to Sarah, right? Because that's fantastic. Okay. I don't have that. I don't need that, right? If somebody else wants to start doing these conversations and doing these team calls, I'm all about it, right? Somebody wants to step up and do one, 100% behind you. As long as you're coaching what we believe or what I believe on the team and what works and how we coach and how we talk to people, as long as it's accurate information, please do. Please take that over, because as soon as you start leading your team is going to follow you. Your team's going to do more things for you. You're going to create more business. You're going to be more confident in yourself, and you're going to make great things happen. So anyway, that's what I want to talk about this. Now, on the third, I kind of got off on a tangent, but that's me. So on the 29 versus 30 day deal, okay, if you order, okay, sorry, I'm kind of doing this one-handed here, folks. So if you have your accounts set up, right? And this is you, okay? This is you, you're here, right? You got your little square, circle, whatever. And you've got, let's say, 250 BV on this side, and you've got 450 BV on this side. Actually, just so it's easier math for me, I'm going to say that you've got 600 BV sitting over here, okay? So the system recognizes that you need 300 BV on one side and 600 BV on the other to equal a cycle. Okay, that's what happens. Every time 300 BV shows up on one side, 600 BV shows up on the other, the software recognizes that and pays you $54.11. Well, right now that's what it is, right? So that's what's going to happen over and over and over again, right? Some people make it happen, huge numbers of times per week, and that's the goal, right? That's called residual income. That when those cycles happen and you wake up the next morning and you got more there than you did when you went to sleep, that's what it's all about, folks. Because when that starts happening and you've made $54 while you were asleep, that's pretty awesome. I mean, if you make one cycle, that is so incredible. You've got to recognize that the fact that you made $54.11 while you were asleep is just, it's amazing, right? I mean, somebody just put that much money in your bank account while you were asleep, and then if that happens the next day, then it happens the next day, and if it happens 2 or 3 times a week, then all of a sudden you've made a couple $100 for the week, and you have literally done little or nothing to make that happen. Let's say you didn't enroll anybody, it just happened, right? All right, so I'm going off again. But so anyway, so let's say that your active date, your active until date, right? So you look in your back office and it says active until and it says October 15th. That was a really great day. That was my birthday. So anyway, so you're active until October 15th. And so that equals your 30th day. Okay? That's your 30th day. right? Now, if you place an order of 100 BV on that day, on October 15th, here's what's going to happen to the software. Let's say you place an order for 110 BV. So you go in your back office and you place an order for 110 BV. That first 100 BV, right? That first 100 BV is going to go up the tree, right? The person above you is going to bank it, but you're not going to bank it. Okay? That first 100 BV, if it happens on the 30th day or after, you are not going to bank the first 100. Now, if you ordered 110, that first 100 is going to go up there, and then the other 10 is going to go here to your weakest side. So it's going to go plus 10, right? So you're going to have 260 on one side and 600 on the other, and you're still not going to cycle, okay? That's why it's so important to have your orders placed to where it's occurring every 29 days, or go in and place your order on the 29th day. I recommend that you get your auto ship set up and place your 100 BV order in there. The worst case scenario is you get something that you didn't need. Not necessarily something that you didn't want because you put it in the auto ship because you thought you wanted it anyway. But maybe it's, you end up with a little extra canister of whey protein or something along those lines. You're going to be fine, right? But at least you got the full benefit. So let's say that you place this exact same 110 BV order, but you placed it on the 29th day. Okay, so you placed it on the 29th day. So the day before your active until date. So you placed it on the 29th day. What's going to happen then is the entire 110 BV is going to go here, right? So you're going to get whole credit for the 110 BV. So then you're going to have 360 BV, right? Software is going to recognize there's 300 over here, there's 600 over here. It's going to take 300 out of here and put it here. It's going to take 600 out of here, put it here, and boom, you've got a cycle of $54, okay? My handwriting is horrible. I'm sorry, guys. But one-handing it is tough. So you're going to have $54. So that's what you're looking at, and that's why it's so important. And then what would happen is the software would say, okay, there's 60 BV left, right? Because it would wipe out that 300, and you would have 60 left over in there. And if you had an exact 600 over here, then you would have 0 BV left over on this side because you cycled. You took 600 out of one side, 300 out of the other, boom, you cycled, and now it's just going to wait for more volume to come up your sides, and so that you can cycle again, right? Make your residual income yet again. So that's why it's so important to place your auto ship, set it on the 29th day. Do not set it on the 30th day. Don't wait until the 30th day to place your order. If you guys are listening to this, then you at least have the desire to be a business builder. And if you have the desire to be a business builder, you want to benefit by banking the most points possible. Create your auto ship. Don't make excuses for it. Create your auto ship. You can change it. You can edit it anytime right up until the day before it goes out. So if your auto ship was set to go out today, you couldn't edit it today, but you could have edited it yesterday. And you can edit it, you can move it, you can change it, you can do whatever it is that you want to do to it. You're in charge of your business. It's your business decisions to make. Get in there, lock it in, and make that happen. Okay? So that's the thing I want to go over about the 29 day. The 29 day, every 29 days, get that set up. And it's just really important that you do that, guys. I can't stress the importance of that enough. Okay? So brilliant information. Thanks. I'm glad you like that. So I don't get called that very often. but anyway, so that's what you want to make sure that you recognize is that's where you need to have that set up, and that's why you have to have it set up that way. Again, I don't make the rules. This will be my red coming out. I don't make the rules. I just know what they are, and by knowing what they are, I maximize it. So I can promise you that my account is set up with an auto ship of 100 BV. I can tell you what it is. I've got I order the vitamins and a canister and a bottle of the enzymes, right? So a bottle of the or a thing of the vitamins and a bottle of the enzymes is like 103 BV or 105 BV, something like that. So that's what I order every single month. I get it. It shows up. I've got them. I've probably got more vitamins than I need because I'm always forgetting to take the PMs or whatever. But at least I've got it. Now, if I want to go in and change that, like add something else that comes up that's a new item like Amped, or if I want to add something else, because I happen to know that there's some new good stuff coming out. I'm part of another test group of athletes that are using some new stuff. Think Goo. Right, so that's a pretty exciting thing, and it's going to be available someday soon. So anyway, just know that that's how that works. Okay, so let's go to let's see, you're getting together. All right, so let's see. Let's go to the next topic. We're going to try to knock these out here. Building consultants. Okay, so understand that a consultant is, for those of you, I'm trying to keep that light out of your eyes or out of the flash here. Understand that a consultant is someone who has an active associate right and an active associate left. Okay, so when you want to create a consultant, this is what I believe that you need to know. Number one, don't ever lead with the business. You know, I shouldn't say never, but rarely do you want to lead with the business. And the reason is this: you don't know who's going to become a business builder. Joe Bowman, right, enrolled me. Joe Bowman started with a 9-day and had no desire at all to do the business. Didn't even know that there was a business involved. She just wanted to try the cleanse with her and Andy, right? Didn't know, didn't care. That wasn't the issue. And would I love to tell somebody that, hey, I enrolled somebody with a 9-day who is now working on closing out their second business center. That's a great story. And in less than 4 years total time for 2 business centers, right? I had no desire to do the business. Tracy and I, there was no desire to do the business. Tracy didn't even know I was using the products when I first got them, because I just started bringing stuff in. She had no idea what it was, didn't care. I was just using them. Used them for 11 months. Never told anybody about it at all, right? Wasn't my thing, wasn't my goal, had no desire to do it, right? I would love to enroll somebody that, like myself, that has enrolled the number of people that I've enrolled. My sister, April, never had any desire to do the business. That wasn't her goal, wasn't her desire. She just wanted to try the nutrition, and she didn't even believe the nutrition would work. So, you know, that's what, you know, that's where she's at, right? So understand that the best builders that are on my team, at least, they have never, ever had any desire to start the business. None of them did. Not one, right? So that's an important thing to remember. Just know that. And I don't know if April may be on here watching, and if she is, she might be able to chime in, but I don't know that she actually has ever enrolled anybody who thought they were going to do the business. So always lead with the nutrition. We have real nutrition. We have real solutions. We have a 4-system program that we can offer solutions to anybody that is looking for anything. Okay, so lead with the nutrition. Yep, there's April. So she says no. So lead with the nutrition, show people how to use the nutrition, and then watch what happens. Because in my personal belief is that your builders will rise, right? Nobody came to me and kicked me in the butt and said, hey, get in it and get on it and start doing this business. Jill could not have drugged me hard enough. In fact, she tried initially. She's like, hey, you need to do this, you need to do this. I was like, no, not doing it. So don't ever believe that you're going to be able to make somebody do this business. It's not going to happen. So when we're talking about how to build a consultant, here's what I do. I watch and I see who stays active, right? If they stay active, then you know one thing. They love the products. And as soon as you see somebody that loves the products, then your next opportunity is, well, if you love the products and you love your friends and family, then why wouldn't you show your friends and family something that you love? Right? Pretty easy question. It's not too difficult, right? And so you're not asking them to sell anything. And I say this to people all the time. If you want to if you have people that are interested, I will do all the work for you. I tell people that all the time. I'll say, look, hey, Annie, if I know you're super busy, and I appreciate the fact that you're busy. So I will, if you think you've got somebody that's interested, just send them to me. Tell me your username and password. I will do all the work. I'll talk to them. I'll coach them. I'll take care of everything, and I'll enroll them where I know that's going to build the business best for you, right? I do it all the time. Then I'm going to log in as Annie. I'm going to put that person in where she needs to be or he needs to be, and I'm going to wait, because guess what happens? Annie's going to get her little black card in the mail, and it's going to have some money on it, and I'm going to call her up and go, hey, did you get that money? And she goes, yeah, I got $25 or I got $50 or $80 or whatever it is. And I'm going to say, hey, fantastic. Give me somebody else. If you see somebody else, then share that information with them, send them to me again, and I'll show you how to make even more. Okay? Boom. I'm going to do that over and over and over again. Okay? Eventually this is going to happen, because it happens every time. They go, well, that was kind of cool, and I could use $50 because I've got this event that I want to go to, or I've got something going on. So I know that if two of my friends buy this program, then I know I'm going to make $50 or $100. So Brent, my phone will ring. I'll get a text message. Hey, I'm trying to enroll this friend of mine. Can you help me? Boom, I'm on it. I show them how to do it, show them how to go in their back office, walk them through the whole program, because that's when they're ready. Okay? That's when they're ready. This was said several times this weekend, and I do not remember the guy's name that said it, but don't try to adjust someone's timing. Be there for them when their timing is right. Okay? That's super important. That just meant so much to me. Don't try to make somebody adjust their timing, but make sure that they know to contact you when their timing is right. Chris Harder. Okay, there's who said it. Chris Harder said it. Be there for them when the timing is right, and make absolutely positive that they know that you are the person to contact. How do you do that? You stay in relationship, and that's the next topic. So the next topic, how do you is basically follow up, right? Somebody enrolls, somebody doesn't enroll, doesn't make any difference. Let's say that they don't enroll. If they don't enroll, stay in communication. They're still your friend. They should be your friend. And even if they're just somebody you met on Facebook, stay in relationship with them. Check on their Facebook page once in a while. Click like. Say, hey, that's cool. Great picture. Stay in communication with that person, because when you stay in communication with that person, then they're going to remember, oh, Brent, he's the one that does the, what's that? I'm yelling? Trey says I'm yelling. So I get passionate.
Don't be so red.
That's my red side coming out. So don't be the person that says, oh, you don't want my stuff? Well, forget you, screw you, you didn't want it, I'm out, right? Don't do that. That makes you a salesman, right? Don't be a salesman. That's not what this is about. It's about sharing, telling people about it, and staying in relationship. What's another great way to stay in relationship? Put them in the product pages, right? Put them in XHP. If you're on my team, put them in our product challenge page. Put people in both those pages, and that way you can stay in relationship with them. If they have a question, they're gonna ask. They're gonna ask the question on there, and they're gonna get it answered. But here's something you got to be aware of, though. If you put somebody in one of these pages and you fall off the tree and you quit, you go away, you're not paying attention, then don't be surprised if that person asks a question and somebody says, hey, get a hold of this person, get a hold of Frank. Frank put you in here. And then the person says, well, I don't know Frank really. He just threw me in the page. So can somebody help me? If somebody says that, I'm telling you right now, especially in some of the larger product pages, they're going to have their inbox is going to be full instantly with messages going to them. Hey, I can help you. I can help you. I can help you. And rightfully so. This person wants help. The person that put them in there has disappeared from their life. They're not staying in communication, not staying in relationship, and they're gone. Now, conversely, because I've had people reach out to me from those pages, and first question I always ask, I ask them the same question every single time. Have you been in contact with the person that put you in the page? And they say, yes, no, indifferent. If they say yes, then I'm going to say, fantastic. You need to stay in touch with that person. That person can help you. If they tell me, hey, look, I got put in this page by somebody and I didn't even know them. And I go, well, have you reached out to them? Yeah, I reached out to them and they're not doing Isagenix anymore. They don't do it anymore. Or they said that they're just using the products and they don't even know how to enroll somebody. Then I'm going to help them. Because if I don't help them, they're going to go to some other team and they may not get the assistance and the coaching and the support that they would have gotten from me or from our team. So don't be surprised if you lose somebody, if you're not staying in communication with the people that you put in there. Now, you put your best friend in there, something like that. Hopefully you're staying in communication with them and they get back and forth with you guys, okay? But it's your responsibility. Okay, my red side coming out again. It's your responsibility to stay in communication and in relationship with anybody that you put in any page that you're connected with in any way. It's also your responsibility to stay in communication with anybody that you enroll. Okay, that's my next biggest pet peeve, right? Is you enroll somebody, you get them started, and my first question is, did you go over the pack with them the minute they got their pack? Actually, preferably, did you hand deliver the pack and go over every single item in that pack with that person? That is the absolute best thing you can do. Go over the pack with them in person. Next thing, get with them on the phone. Go over the pack with them on the phone. Hey, grab a Sharpie. I'm going to go over everything with you. Write this on this one. Write 2 scoops on the top on this lid. Write 1 a.m. and 1 in the p.m. on the purple lid. Write 2 in the p.m. on the yellow lid. I can go through all this stuff because I've done it 100 times, okay? Well over 100 times, because I've done it for my people and I've done it for other people's people, okay? So know that that's how you have to do that, okay? That's super important. Once you've done that initial follow up on the first day, okay? At the end, towards the end of their first day, you need to follow up. How did it go? Then you need to follow up on the 7th day, between the 5th and 7th day, right? Hey, how's everything going? How are you feeling? Hey, wow, you noticed that? Write that down. Will you do me a favor? Will you write that down? Will you post that on our support page? I noticed that the fog lifted. I noticed that I just started feeling better. You got to stay compliant, okay? You don't want to say that, all of a sudden my arthritis is being cured. You don't want to say that. You just feel better. You're able to move better. You're able to move more freely. All those kind of things, right? Then you want to follow up with them on the 14th day, someplace in the 12 to 14 day. Hey, how's everything going? Let's talk about your auto ship. What are you running out of? What do you really like? Okay, that's what you want to do. Then on the 20th, around the 20th, 21st day, same phone call. Did you set your auto ship up? Are you all set up? And at each one of these, you want to say, who do you know? Wow, you noticed that? That's fantastic. Who do you know that also has that problem that might like to try Isagenix, right? Let's get them on the phone. Have you got a second? Can you call them? Would it be weird, right? Give them a call. Let's do a 3-way call. Let's talk to them, right? Any of those are opportunities for you to ask that question. Who do you know? Okay, super important. Follow up with them, especially through that first few days. Now, I'll be the first to tell you, it doesn't always work. I've enrolled people, got them started, and then they fall off the map and they won't call me back. They won't stay in communication with me. And you know what? There's nothing you can do about that. It is what it is. And I won't tell you that it doesn't always bother me. I've enrolled some people and I'm like, damn, I cannot believe that person won't stay in touch with me, right? They won't call me back. They won't answer my text. They won't answer my phone call. But you know what? Susan Slice says it. Don't let that person live rent-free, right, in your head, right? Because if you're thinking about them all the time, that's nothing good, right? My son came home the other day, side story. My son came home the other day and said that he found out that one of his friends was talking bad about him. I go, you know what that means? That means they were talking about you. They were spending their time thinking about you, right? How awesome is that, right? Who cares, right? Somebody wants to spend time thinking about me and talking about me, go all on, enjoy, have a good time with it, right? Take a number probably, right? So point is, make sure that you're staying in a relationship. Stay in a relationship. Talk to people. Important topic on the stay in a relationship. When you go onto a friend's or somebody's Facebook page, you want to post a comment on their page at some point. Find a post that they did that's kind of interesting that you can make a comment on that doesn't look weird. Make a post about, hey, that's awesome. Congratulations. Well done. Nice picture. Something. Guess what happens when you do that? When you make that post, then that causes your news feed to show up on their page, okay? So when you make a post on somebody's page, all of a sudden, some of your news feed will start showing up on their page because you are now, with Facebook algorithm, you are now closer, you're connected with them more closely. If you've ever noticed how those of you that are super active in XHP or super active in Great Nutrition or super active in Team Shady or whatever, you'll notice that those feeds are always at the top of those pages are always at the top of your feed. The reason is because you're commenting in those the most. Okay? Whatever you comment in the most is what's going to show up on your feed the most. Same thing goes for them. when you make posts on their pages, then your feed is going to start showing up on their feed. And so they're going to see it. Maybe their friends see it. Maybe it starts in communication with, hey, how have you been? What's been going on with your life? Blah, blah, blah. Right? So super important, make posts on those pages. Okay? Really important information. All right? So let's move on. Closing. I don't know. It's kind of a crappy word to use, quite honestly. Closing is relevant to sales, right? You're wanting to close the deal, right? Closing is basically this. It is you taking their goals and their budget. Hear what I said? Taking their goals and their budget, putting those two things together, and offering them a solution. All right? If you don't know their goals and you don't know their budget, how are you ever going to expect them to make a decision to purchase the product? Right? So if all I do is say, if somebody calls me up, and I use this example when I was on stage last week or this weekend, and I said, look, if somebody calls a deal, if you just randomly pick up your phone and you push your button for Siri or whatever it is, and you say, hey, call me a car dealership, right? And that just rings up a car dealership. And when that car dealership gets on the phone, you go, yeah, I'd like to buy a car. And they go, okay. And you go, how much are your cars? They go, well, which one do you want? I don't care. Just tell me how much a car is. And they go, okay, well, there's one for $100,000. And you go, oh, it's too much, too expensive. And you hang up the phone, right? What do you know? You don't know anything. You've made an uneducated a judgment or assumption on the price of a vehicle, right? It's just the same way if somebody calls you up and says, if you tell somebody how much the products are before finding anything out, you've done the same disservice to them that imaginary person did on the phone. Somebody asks you, how much is the product? Oh, well, it's $300. $300 for what? Right? You don't even know what the hell you've offered them because they haven't told you anything yet, right? So if somebody asks me, hey, Brent, how much is the product? What do you want? Isagenix is a totally customizable program, nutrition program. I can create anything you want for any budget you've got. Let's talk about what you want it for. Well, I want it for weight loss. Why? Why do you want to lose weight? What do you see the need to lose weight for, right? You don't know. You see somebody that's overweight, you think they just want to lose weight. You may be completely off the mark. Maybe they need to lose weight because they just went to their doctor and their doctor says, look, you've got hypertension, you're going to die tomorrow, or you're going to die quickly, whatever, right? And they think, oh my gosh, I've got to lose this weight for that. That's a pretty big reason, right? Maybe they want to lose weight because they want to look good in their Halloween outfit. Maybe they don't want to lose weight. Maybe weight loss isn't important to them at all. Maybe they just want to sleep better. They want more energy, right? They want to do a 5K. They want to be able to walk and play with their kids. Whatever those are, you've got to find that out first. So when somebody tells you they just want to lose weight, don't stop there. Why? Why do you want to lose weight? Okay, well, that makes sense, right? So get that. And again, this is all part of a relationship, right? You know, you go into the whole guy thing, right? Guy and trying to date a girl, right? You've got to find out some stuff before you're going to go anywhere with that relationship. Okay, you've got to know them, right? That's the way it works, right? So make sure that when you're talking to people that you're finding out what their goals are. So now you find out their goals. Okay, well, my goal is to lose a few pounds because I want to do a 5K with my kid. Blah blah blah. Okay, fantastic. Well, now we know why they want to do that. Well, what have you been using for nutrition now? Well, I don't use anything. Or, oh, well, I use muscle milk and I use this and I use that. And when I work out at the gym, there's a smoothie bar there. And so I go there and I get a smoothie and I go, okay, well, let's talk a little bit about that. What do you think you're spending on your nutrition? Well, I don't know. I'm probably spending, $20 or $30 a week outside the, $20 or $30 here and there outside of it, right? I'm going to go in. Yeah, exactly, right? Dating advice. So you're going to go into this and you're going to get more information about what it is that they want, and you're going to break it down. How much are they spending when they go to Starbucks? How much are they spending when they're getting their smoothie at the gym? How much are they spending when they're going to the Quick Trip or the Circle K or whatever the convenience store is in your neighborhood on the way to the work and on the way home from work? How much are they spending on the coffee shop or the snack machine, the vending machine, all those different things? How much are they spending at all those different locations for all of what I would refer to as discretionary food, right? Somebody tells me that they eat their dinner at home with their family every night, and that mom, dad, somebody makes the food. I'm not even going into that. right? I'm not going to have that discussion with them about how much that costs or doesn't cost. That is food that they're eating. Now, if they tell me that they're ordering out every night for dinner, that's a different conversation, right? But if they have somebody in the home that makes dinner every night, then you're going to have, you don't want to go, don't touch that. Leave that alone. That's sacred ground that you're walking on. Unless you know them really well, I would tell you to stay away from it, okay? But I am going to ask them questions about what it is that they are having for breakfast, what it is that they're having for lunch, what it is that they're having for snacks, and what it is that they're having for dinner. Then I'm going to identify all that, and then we're going to go through the numbers on it, right? And then I'm going to say, okay, now we know what your budget is. So would you say that you spend someplace around, 10, 15 bucks a day eating out or eating discretionary food? It looks like that's what you're spent. So you're telling me that, right? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm telling you. Okay, because most people don't know, right? Don't kid yourself. Most people have no idea how much money they're spending every time they go through McDonald's drive-through or they're going through Starbucks or doing all that stuff. They don't know. So you got to go through it with them, right? And you got to get them to say yes, right? Yes, I believe that. Yes, I agree with that. Wow, I didn't realize I was spending 15 bucks a day eating crap. Oh, you were, right? So let's fix that, right? Now you've got their budget. You've got their goals and you've got their budget. So what you're telling me is that you spend about $10 or $15 a day for a meal and one or two snacks. Yes, that's what I'm telling you. Fantastic. Well, for $20 a day, right? If you can kind of see yourself spending 20 bucks a day, I can get you 2 meals a day, plus all your snacks, plus your vitamins and minerals, plus a whole cleanse system, right? Did you know that in every pack that we offer that's a true 30-day pack, there's 56 meals in there? Okay? Think about that. You're getting 56 meals plus a cleanse system in every single pack, right? So when you're getting 56 meals in a cleanse system in every single pack, how hard is that to discuss that on a cost per meal basis, right? Most people don't order by the month. They don't go grocery shopping for the month. So that initial dollar amount sounds daunting, but the reality is that's why you break it down in price per day. I tell people, you want the best system, the better system, or the good system. I have a 4-system pack, okay? Isagenix has a 4-system pack for weight loss, and that consists of your shakes, your cleanse, your snacks, and your vitamins and minerals. That's our 4 systems. Now, do you want the 4-system pack, the 3-system pack, or the 2-system pack? Okay? Because the 2-system pack just has the cleanse and the shakes. It's a great starter kit, but it's just 2 systems, right? So do you want the 4-system, 3-system, or 2-system? 4 systems, $20 a day. 3-system is $15 a day. That's the pace setter. And the 2-system pack is only $10 a day. Which one of those fits your budget best? Right? Now we're having a real conversation. Now we've had an honest conversation. We've had a discussion. Is it a Ferrari? Is it a Corvette? Is it a Yugo? Right? We've gone through that program, right? We've had that whole Yugo. I kind of dated myself on that one. But anyway, so you've had the conversation, right, about what it is. That's how you determine where they need to be. Now, if after you've gone through all that, they still tell you that, well, I can't afford it. Okay? Would you be open to me explaining to you how you could afford it? Because you're telling me that you'd really like that 4-system pack, but you really can't afford much more than about $250, $300. Well, let's talk about that. Would you be willing to would you be open to discussing how we can do that? Because I can show you what we call, in Isagenix, I can show you what we call U plus 2, then plus 2. And I can show you how, if you're open to talking about it on your social media a little bit, that I can walk you through this program and we can get you all set up, right? Then you're going to go into that, right? Again, I'm kind of jumping ahead into the objections thing, but all of that is based on, if you think it's an objection, it's not really an objection unless you're creating the objection, right? Somebody says they can't afford it, that's one thing. Somebody says it's expensive, they're not listening, right? That's what you got to recognize. Somebody says, hey, Isagenix is expensive. If we've had a conversation, they're not listening, or I'm not delivering it correctly. I'll take some of the heat off of them. I'll take some of the responsibility. Maybe I'm not explaining it to you well. Because honestly, less than $3 a shake, how can that be expensive? Because it's not, right? Let's be really honest here. Less than $3 a shake is not expensive. Now, you may not have the money to buy it, but it's not expensive. And if not having the money to buy it, are you open to knowing how? And if you say no to that too, then you're probably just not the right person for this opportunity right now. Right? But I'm going to stay in relationship with you. We're going to stay in communication. I'm going to continue to talk to you. I'm going to continue to show you that other people are having results. I'm going to try to continue to keep you engaged in the product page so that you get to see these things, so that maybe your goals and your budget eventually come together. And when your timing is right, you know that I'm the guy to talk to because I'm the guy that introduced you, and I'm the guy that stayed in contact with you, and I'm the guy that has sent you other information about, hey, well, let's talk about healthy eating tips, right? Here's what you should do. Let's get you eating healthier, right? Now all of a sudden they've lost a few pounds on their own. They got into a sticky point and they're like, dadgum, Brent talked about getting plateaus and this thing and that, and now I need to talk to him so I can get to the next level. All right. So that's the whole thing about overcoming objections. That's how you talk to somebody about, staying active. Use all of those thought processes. Okay. Let's see. Last one, follow up. I'm going to stay on that. I touched on that a little bit, but I want to go back to a couple topics. One, lots of enrollments going on this week. Lots and lots and lots. Are you putting them all? Are you encouraging them all? Are you showing them all how easy it is to get involved in the IsaBody Challenge? Are you showing them the IsaBody Challenge? Because if you're not, you should be. Because, hey, you got all signed up. Fantastic. Would you be interested in learning how to get $200 in free product? Fantastic. What do you got to do? Take a few pictures of yourself. Send them in. Nobody sees them, right? Fantastic. Boom. Done, right? Get them engaged in the IsaBody Challenge. Super important. Next, and I really recommend this, would you be interested in, Isagenix really cares about its customers, really cares about its consumer base. This is more than just a diet program. This is a lifestyle change. We have something called the Healthy Mind and Body. If you're interested and you sign up for this, it costs you an extra $39 up front, but after you pay for it, and if you complete it, it's 60 days. After you complete it, then not only do you get the whole $39 back, I think that's $45. I think they give you a $45 gift certificate or a coupon for buying product. So you're getting you're getting $45 worth of product and this mind transformation program that quite honestly is worth several $100s. I think Rod Harrison said it was worth about $600, right? So they're getting a $600 deal for free, right? They're actually making money off of it. So IsaBody Challenge and Healthy Mind and Body. And if you haven't done it, you should. And if you haven't done it, you should. And if you haven't shown people how to get involved in it, you should, because it really is about changing people's mindsets. Somebody sent me a message today and said that they had submitted their vision board, and after going through the Health and Mind and Body, they decided, man, my vision board was good, but I want to make it better because now my mind has been opened to a whole different set of what's possible. And amazing. I mean, and that kind of stuff just really, you're like, wow, that is so cool that somebody, really got it, right? It's cool, people. I'm telling you, you'll dig it, right? You get these messages from people that say that you saved their life, you did things for them. It's pretty cool stuff. So, I think that's about it. I think that's probably a good call tonight. Well, I won't go into too much else. If anybody's got any questions, you can ask them. Again, this week, free shipping all week long. If you're part of our team, then we're also offering free enrollment, but that's just on our team if you're doing a launch party. So if you have a launch party going on, there's free enrollment if you're part of the team. So that's what we're offering here. And if anybody has any other questions, shoot them across. Otherwise, we'll wrap it up and call it a day. But I want to encourage you guys to make this a great week. Pumpkin Spice sold out 4 hours. Can you believe that? 4 hours. And they sold 30,000 canisters. Quick math, 4 times 3, $1.2 million in sales in 4 hours. That ain't bad. That's called a clue, people. So when stuff happens like that, that is a clue. $1.2 million worth of sales in 4 hours. Amazing. So there's something going on here, and if you're not a part of it, you need to jump on it. So I will let you guys go. Have a fantastic week. If I can ever be of any assistance to anybody, whether you're on the team or you're not, feel free to reach out. I'm always available to try to help out when I can. Wisconsin looked like they're rocking it a couple days ago. Yeah, Wisconsin is rocking it. That's for sure. Thank you. Good night. And we'll talk to you guys soon. All right. Have a great night. Bye-bye.